Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joe Garcia. I'm the founding distributor of NH2 Global, and I wanted to welcome all of you to this webinar. It's actually going to be a business overview of NH2 Global, based out of Los Angeles, California. I'm also going to introduce you right now to my business partner out of Prague, Czech Republic. I'm calling you from Toronto, Canada. And Dalibor is one of our great European leaders and global leaders. Dalibor, you want to say hi to everyone?
Yes, hello everybody. Welcome to this webinar. I'm from Prague, Czech Republic.
Yeah, so I'll get Dalibor to share a story a little bit later. I wanted to thank Jackie and her husband John for putting this together, as we are real serious about launching into the African market. I'm going to quickly go through the presentation. We're going to open it up for questions. I know this is being recorded, so you'll be able to show it to your prospects and future NH2 Global distributors and use it as a tool. Of course, Dalibor and I will provide our contact information. So if anybody has any questions in the great country of Kenya, throughout the beautiful continent of Africa, they'll be able to give us, contact us directly, and we'll be happy to answer those questions. So who is NH2 Global? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we launched in Dallas, Texas, basically 2001. We revolutionized this concept as an e-commerce business model. Right now, we're in 40 countries, tying into another 20 markets around the globe. We've got a revolutionary auto bank system for pioneering markets. I'm going to share with you what that means a little later on. We've got incredible momentum happening in the company globally. We've got incredible products that are backed by Nobel Science, prize-winning science. We've got a training site, global infrastructure training site that one can get access 24/7 at steamteam.ca. One of the great aspects to our business model is that we're publicly traded. I know a lot of people in Africa are recognizing all these great opportunities are coming into Africa because their companies are recognizing the power behind this brand in Africa, the power behind the market of Africa, and what will happen in the continent of Africa the next 5 to 10 years. So why is NH2 Global different? Well, one of the main differences is that we're publicly traded. So you can actually go on, NHTC is our publicly traded symbol, and you can go and look at the company's financials and the great success that we've had as a company. It's all there for people to see. So that should take all the skepticism that one would have when they're looking at NH2 Global for the first time. So, speaking of, it's a great segue. Speaking of publicly traded companies, well, Fortune Magazine, which is the #1 business magazine globally, does a ranking every year on the fastest publicly traded companies in the world. And as you can see on this slide, NHT launched in that, we're actually ranked the second fastest publicly traded company in the world, surpassing companies like that you're probably familiar with, Amazon and Facebook and Google. So that really gives us legitimacy on our marketplace, and where we're going with NH2 Global and how successful we've been as a company. So when people see this, just not even looking at the business, but looking at it as an investment, they're saying, wow, look at what this company has done in the last 15 years. So when you move forward, so a little background on the company. Of course, we started back in 2001. Our actual global headquarters now is in Los Angeles, California. To date, we've exceeded the $2 billion mark and really growing at a record pace. For example, we've had over 600% growth the last 2 years. We've had 15 consecutive quarters of double-digit growth. That is very impressive. So why am I sharing this with you? Well, ladies and gentlemen, when you want to look at getting involved in a company, #1, a couple of things you need to go look at. You want to look at their history. #2, you want to look at their global infrastructure and the imprint, right? And number three, when timing's everything in business, and when you're able to participate in a company that's continue to expand globally, and you get involved in the company that's growing like that on its way to $1 billion annually, there is an opportunity for yourself to really solidify a legacy for your family. And what I mean by a legacy, where you're able to pass your incomes down to your kids and grandkids, that it will continue. That is my dream as one of NHD Global founding distributors. The company has Nobel Prize winning research with their products, as I suggested before. So we've developed a loyal customer base right around the world. To date, we've got a minimum of 50 people that have become millionaires in the company. I know a lot of you that are looking at our business model for the first time, you say millionaires, that I don't think that's possible for me. Well, I really want to help you understand that most of these people that have reached $1 million status were just like you when they started. Farmers, factory workers, housewives, yes, housewives, that have been able to tap into our marketing system, our e-commerce global platform, and earn a significant amount of money that they haven't thought was possible in their whole lifetime. This is the power behind our brand, ladies and gentlemen. So we are in not only the e-commerce business world, we're in the network marketing global business world. For those of you who don't know much about network marketing, it's an industry that's rapidly growing around the world because of technology. So give you an example, what we're doing today, what Dalibor and I are doing today wasn't possible 10 years ago or even 8 years ago, where we're able to communicate with people on the other side of the planet. So I'm in Toronto, Dalibor's in the Prague, Czech Republic, and you guys are in Kenya, and we're able to show a presentation. You know, we're not sending a DVD and mailing it out. Instant communication. So you have to understand, and as Africans, and you're probably starting to understand now, because of technology, you know, we've moved from the industrial age, distribution age, information age, and that's what the internet has done. So you can be sitting in anywhere in Africa. You can be in an island in Africa right now and learn to become, if that's your desire, and learn to become an engineer, for example, on the internet. There is nothing that can hold you back anymore. So one of the advantages that you've seen the West, for example, Canada, the United States, have had over the rest of the world, particularly continent like Africa, is that the average person was much more educated. When you educate or raise the people's conscious level, people end up making more money and taking care of their families better, et cetera, et cetera. Now, this is why I'm so excited about the continent of Africa. It's so untapped because people are much more educated. They're getting online. They're learning and developing themselves. There's a desire there. And that creates what we call the personal income age. So where there's a paradigm shift happening globally, where especially in the West, the middle class is being pushed out. Because the way that one makes money now is totally different. You know, I created a manifesto. I call it the Global Paradigm Shift Manifesto, which all of you can go and get and download for free. Just go to my website, whyjoegarcia.com, whyjoegarcia.com. You're going to go in there and download it for free, and it explains to you my experiences over the last 15 years, traveling the world and seeing what's really happening. So network marketing is gone from, it's a 70-year-old industry. It's this year it's predicted to be over 300 billion in sales. The last 2 years ago, 200 billion. Last year, the statistics are not out, but it's exploding globally for reasons like I've just shared with you, where we're connected. The other biggest reason that you're starting to see is how we can communicate with people faster, quicker, and better than any time in the history of mankind. Look at all the apps that allows us to communicate instantly. Text messaging, you know, what we're doing right now today. You know, last night I did a business a seminar into Korea, Busan, Korea, where I called in via video Skype. People could see me in that room on the screen, and I was able to share my story. Just think of what we can do today and the technology, it just blows my mind. I'll share with you a story. A couple of years ago, I'm in the Sahara Desert in Egypt, and I'm going through there in an ATV with some of my business partners, and there's a family living in this massive tent in the middle of the desert, and they invited us to have some water and some snacks. And I walked into this tent, and on the other side of the tent, there was this teenager on his iPhone on FaceTime. And I thought, wow, we're in the middle of the desert, and he's on FaceTime communicating with someone. God knows where they were. In the middle of the desert. Number one, I didn't know they could get reception. But number two, just think of the parameters as a business person, what that means. So one of the greatest advantages that you have with NH2 Global, because of our global infrastructure that Dalibor and I have and our other leaders traveling the globe, setting it up over the last 15 years, that you are in your country, in Kenya, and you can now, no matter where you live in Kenya, you can now tap into our global infrastructure. You know, for example, in my city here in Toronto, Canada, there are thousands of people that originally came from Kenya that are living now in my city. So you'll be introducing people in Kenya, in your hometown, let's say you're in Nairobi, and inviting people in Toronto to take a look at our business, and I will be able to help you guys. We have that global infrastructure. If they're in Hong Kong, we will be able to help them. If they're in Los Angeles, California, we will be able to help them. That's one of the greatest benefits and unseen benefits here with NH2 Global. I'm not going to go too much into the product line only because of time here, and you can go back on our websites that you can get from Jackie and John to go over all the product trainings and the videos that we have, et cetera, et cetera. So we have our category of 3 different categories in our company. And our packaging, the quality of the product, the research of the product. When we first started in NHT, and it's really gotten better over the last 15 years, is the company recognized for us to be different in the global marketplace, we needed to separate us from the pack. We needed to understand that when people got our products, they know, wow, this stuff must be great. So if I can give you an analogy, when you think quality cars, you think Lexus, BMWs, Maseratis, you think, you know, Mercedes, for example, luxury cars. Well, this is the kind of brands that we're developing with NH Global. When you get our branding, our packaging, you know you're getting the best of the best. So, for example, one of the hottest products we have globally still today is our 30-minute non-surgical facelift. You know, we live in an environment today that people are wanting to look younger. They're wanting to look like a movie star, slow down the aging process. So this product, great thing about this product for our business people, our distributors, is it works really quickly. It takes the skepticism out of people saying, well, does this stuff really work? You know, what it does is you put it on your face, and in 30 minutes, because it exercises the muscles in the face, it tones up the face, people start seeing results. Their fine lines and wrinkles, they start looking younger over time. So it's an incredible product, and the beauty industry is massive. It's never had a down period in the last 70 years. You know, you just have to turn on the internet, you turn on your TV, your radio, and beauty products are all over the place. So you go to any department store, you know, beauty products are leading the charge, and we have one of the best, if not the best product in this field. So we launched our company with this product here. It's called Allura. It's a female intimacy cream for women. We launched it in 2001. It saved thousands of marriages around the world. And what has happened in the latest research, because this is a Nobel Prize winning research product, is what in the latest research, what we found is you put it on any cuts and abrasions, because what it does is it sends a signal to the brain, and it massively sends blood flow to the area that you're applying it. Cuts and abrasions, it removes it. within 24, 48 hours is incredible what it does. Great for sore throats. The active ingredient in it is L-arginine, which is a massive, uh, antioxidant. And you just have to type in L-arginine to see the health benefits behind L-arginine is incredible. Also, we found that the latest research is helping women get pregnant. We have some videos that you can see on there and shows you how and why the product helps women get pregnant. So it's incredible. In Asia, they're putting it on their heads to grow hair. And in Russia, because they found that it's growing hair because, again, sending massive blood flow to the area. So this product is still one of our significant global products. Again, one of those impact products. When people see it, they say, how can I try some of this? How can I get this bottle, right? And then the third area that we've introduced is our wellness products. And this is where the company has invested millions of dollars in research and development. And you'll start to see a lot more products being introduced in this category. Our number one selling brand is this product called Organic Noni. Yes, there's thousands of suppliers that are supplying Noni right now globally. This product sells 180,000 bottles a month in NHT Global. Because why? It works. Number two, it's won awards all over the world. It's the only organic nutritional product that is certified by the Australian government. It has over 300 health conditions that it helps, and it's ranked the number one product in this category. So, with customers, we just tell people, let's take that product, and it's like you're on steroids, compared to anything in that category. Again, I'm not going to go into too much of the products. You can go and learn more about this. This product here is my favorite product. It's called the Cluster X2. I actually brought this product to NHT. It's developed by a chemist, a doctor in California. His name is Dr. Lee Lorenzo. It also is a Nobel Prize-winning research, the technology behind the product. So as we get older, our body's water starts to get bound in the system because of the chemicals, our environment that we're breathing in, the food that we're eating, et cetera, et cetera. So this is why what happens is it's the nutrition that you're taking in is not getting to the cells because your body's water is being bound. What this is that Dr. Lorenzo found a way where you can duplicate the same water that we have at our cell level, especially when we're babies. It looks like a snowflake. I know in Kenya you've probably not seen snow, but it looks like a snowflake. And when you take this distilled or reverse osmosis water, you mix 4 capfuls with 4 liters of reverse osmosis water or distilled water, what will happen is you're getting hydrated at the highest level. So drinking 2 glasses of this water was like drinking 20 to 25 glasses of water for hydration. Plus, it also acts as a delivery system, so it drives everything to the cell membranes of your body. And this is where disease starts to happen with cells. So again, I recommend that you spend the time on our training, and Jack and John can provide you those links to learn more about our products. So let me take you to our compensation plan. Again, it's not important that you really understand it right now, but just keep in mind it's paid 11 people over 100,000 a week, and it also has had 50 plus millionaires in this compensation plan. So we revolutionized the network marketing industry through our compensation plan. And most companies that have launched in the last 15 years have tried to duplicate our type of comp plan, which is what we call the cycle binary. So when you get started in Kenya, you're going to get your own personal online store. You're going to get your online back office. You're going to have the legendary leadership and support system to help you grow your business. So we have 3 levels in the company. We've got gold, silver, and bronze. Once you achieve the gold status, you're going to stay there for life. And this is where I'm going to be focused on how to get to gold here, because that's where someone's serious, that's where they need to be in our compensation plan. So there's 4 ways to make money. There is what we call our step 1, which is the retail part of it. So when you come in at gold, you can market, for example, the Skindulgence product. You can double your money, the 30-minute facelift, by retailing the product. So there is an opportunity here to retail and make money very fast. And we have also an online store that all Kenyan distributors will have. So if you have a customer in North America or Italy or Prague, Czech Republic, you can just send them to your site. They can order the product and the company will ship it to them, and you'll get your commissions on that. Second way you're going to make money is through our what we call our generational bonus. So everyone that you introduce to your business, you're going to earn 10% of their purchases lifetime. Okay, so this is what really got me excited about network marketing, ladies and gentlemen, because I was a businessman. I ran my own franchise business, and I had no leverage. And this is a challenge with most people in the world, is that they've programmed how to make money incorrectly. So if you look at the worldwide wealth, 3% of the people in the world earn 99% of the income globally. That leaves you 1% of the people make only 3% to 1 to 3% of the world's wealth. Can you imagine that? So 99% of the people around the globe, 97 to 99%, make only 1% of the world's wealth. So how does that factor into you? So, and me. When I was in my business, my previous business, when I closed my doors, I stopped making money. I had employees, I had lots of expenses. I could not make more money because I only had a certain amount of time in the day. And my business was only focused on my local market. So I asked myself, how can I develop wealth, have more fun and more freedom? And the only way you're going to do it, what those 3%ers know that we don't know, is the majority of people don't know, is they found a way where they can make money while they sleep. So they can be playing somewhere and still be making money. And this is how our compensation plan works. Is now once you start duplicating yourself and introducing people to the business, you're going to earn 10% of their purchases a lifetime. So now you're leveraging yourself. You're tapping into the percent secret in terms of leverage. And now when those people start to introduce other people on the reorder, you're going to earn 5% and 3% down the 3 levels. It gets really exciting now, ladies and gentlemen. Massively exciting. Is now we're taught to only build 2 teams in NHD Global. And keep in mind these 2 teams. So if you sponsor 5, 10, 15 people, it's going to go under those 2 teams. So as the volume starts to create weekly, because we get paid weekly, every time 3,750 in business is created, you will earn $250 each time that happens, US dollars. The great thing about this is it starts to go viral. And 2 becomes 4, becomes 8, becomes 16. For example, I've introduced 300 people plus to NHD, and over 1 million people have signed up all over the world. Did I know people in China? No. Did I know people in Australia? No. Did I know people in Kenya? No. Do I have business there? Yes. Magic of networking and systems. So, great thing about this comp plan, you can earn it all over the world. And guaranteed, if you look at Dalibor, I just saw a great video, a testimonial from Dalibor, which I'm going to play here in a second. Is phenomenal because he started in Prague, Czech Republic, and he's built a business that's growing around the world, because of technology. The last part of the comp plan is what we call matching bonus. So everyone that's you sign up, so you can put them down 100 levels down below you, but because you personally referred them, it's attached to your number. So you're going to earn 10% of their income lifetime. And that's paid down 2 more levels, 5% on the second level, 3% on the third. Because the company understands that you're working with people, and they want to help you and compensate you for that. So just a little bit about myself, ladies and gentlemen. My partner and I, Dan, you see there, I'm on the right, Dan is on the left there on the top right-hand corner. And we have built this business right around the globe. Combined, we've traveled to more than 100 countries. Actually, one thing that none of you probably know is my partner Dan grew up in Africa. He spent his childhood years in Kenya, as his dad was a missionary. So his heart is still back in Kenya. We've been featured all over the world. We've got legendary support system built in, and we've got attract great people like Dalibor, Mr. Dalibor Strop, and how he's been able to, committed here and help people grow their business. We also have an incredible global recognition system, which we'll be able to provide with you, which provides you another incentives and tricks, incentives, exact when you reach different ranks. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to share with you, pull up Dalibor's testimonial.
Ahoj, zdravím z Prahy. Hi, this is Dalibor Strop from beautiful Prague in Czech Republic. I have started with this incredible e-commerce business model because I always wanted to start building huge business over the internet all around the world. And now, because of this opportunity and proven system, I have my business and my team in over 40 countries, and it's still growing.
So Dalibor, can you share with everybody your story?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Joe. Well, when I got started with this business, I didn't really have an idea what network marketing really is. I had to learn everything from my upline leaders, from my sponsor, including Joe, and he was great support for me. So I believe that support is really something exceptional in NHT. But let me just talk about how I got started. I didn't know anything about network marketing. I didn't even believe that this concept can work. So when my sponsor, Thomas, told me about this business, I said, no, Thomas, I don't think this is something for me. And it was back about, like 9 years ago. But after about 3 years from that, there was the crisis. I had some issues with my traditional business. And I asked Thomas, how is he doing with business with NHT? And he told me that, yeah, I started in Russia. I have about 10,000 people in my team, and I actually don't have to work anymore in order to make money on weekly basis. And I was like, wow, I couldn't understand how it works, but I knew that it's something interesting, and I wanted to learn more. And at the time, I understood the concept, so I decided to start. And I also learned something that I just make a huge mistake because I told Thomas 3 years before that I'm not interested. If I would be a little more open to this concept, I would have all these people, what he have in Russia, also in my team, and of course I would be profiting from their sales. But because I didn't do that, I don't have the team in my team in Russia, but I just didn't want to do the same mistake again. So I signed up and I slowly started building my team. And this is exactly the same situation now for you guys in Kenya. You are at the very beginning, and from now, everybody who will sign up, those people will be under you. So I just want you to know that timing is everything, especially in network marketing, and especially if you can be one of the first. So Joe, over to you.
Yeah, Dalibor, thank you very much. Well, guys, just so you understand, it's critical in our business model that you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. You want to build a global business, you need to surround yourself with people that have that knowledge. You want to become a millionaire, you have to surround yourself with people that have done it. And Dalibor is an incredible human being, legendary support, and there's no one better that you can join and work with, not only because he has a big heart, because he's done it and he's doing it. So it's real important to understand that. So with regards to the last part of the presentation, I want to just share with you is our incentive program. Is one of the issues that we want to implement or get into people's minds is that anything is possible in our business model. And the best way to do that is to get new people to qualify or come to us on these exotic trips where they're able to really mingle with the top distributors and say, wow, if they can do it, I can do it. And put them up in 5-star hotels and resorts and being treated like kings and queens. Well, NHT has this system in place where right now we've got where all the Kenyan distributors will be able to participate in, where we have a trip to Hong Kong where you get a Hong Kong subsidy, up to $1,000 for a convention in August. We also have a worldwide trip, a cruise, and a Dubai trip that are happening right now with our incentive trip. So Jackie will be able to give you those details, and just show you, well, a lot of you can get started, develop the market, and really qualify for these impressive incentives, and come back to Kenya and say, well, look what happened to me, and with all the pictures and what a great company this is, et cetera, et cetera. The other thing is that my partner and I, Dan, I've also created a incentive for the team. And people, no matter where they are, if they're in Nairobi, we're going to fly them in with business class with their spouse or significant other, and treat them like royalty. 5 nights at a 5-star hotel. You get picked up by a limousine. We get Champagne Beach, Dan's private beach club down there, and plus $5,000 in cash, for spending in that week in a private session with us, but going to our top level, which is Global Ambassador. So this is all within our organization globally. So we've already had a few people qualify. It looks like they're qualified this quarter, and looking forward to having lots of Africans participate in this incentive also. So let me just share with you just one last thing to understand what is happening. Is when you go to nhtglobal.com, you'll see all the countries that we are open in business. Okay, this is the company's corporate site. It has the countdown to our 15th year anniversary in Hong Kong. More than 15,000 people will be there. So we have, when you go to this site and you see the countries that we're in, right? See all the countries that we've opened up officially. So you can imagine when I got started in NHT, none of these countries are open. I went on the road and started going into these countries and launching and working with the right people, along with other leaders, in developing these markets. Okay, so all these markets prior to us getting involved were what we were called the pioneering stages. Most of the people that started in the pioneering stages in these countries are now multimillionaires. So you have the opportunity in Africa and Kenya, where we're now in the pioneering stages, like all these people were in these markets. So keeping this in mind, right now, all the Kenyan distributors and African distributors are being sponsored out of the U.S. We have a third-party company that is shipping in the pioneering stage the products directly into Kenya and across Africa. And our goal is to develop the market where we get to a certain point where we get the company now to launch in the market. So keep in mind, I'll be really upfront with all of you and the ones who are going to listen to this and watch this in the future. Pioneering is not for everybody, okay? But for the right people, timing is everything. So we're looking for leaders in Africa. We're looking for quality business people. We're looking for people who are open-minded. We're looking for people that see the vision that we have seen all over the world, that are prepared to go through the challenges and lead at the front, lead by example. So if you're one of those people, I would recommend that you get back to Dalibor, get back to Jackie, her husband John, get back to the person who invited you to this webinar, and learn more how to get started within NHT Global, become one of our pioneers, to work with us to make Africa, make the country of Kenya, and allow you to start building not only in your own market, but all over the world. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to just open up the lines. If you can just kindly, if you're not going to speak, just mute your lines. And if there's any questions, I've got about 5 more minutes. So we'll open up the lines, and if there's any questions. Okay, so Alan, I've unmute you. Jackie, I've done the same with you, and Michael, I've done the same with you, and the rest of the others. So Jackie, anybody with you that has any questions?
Hi, I have several questions. Some of them perhaps Jackie and John might be able to answer, but I'll ask them anyway. Product availability. Are these products available in the market? For instance, if I got whatever amount of orders, are they available in the market?
What was the question? I'm sorry, can you speak up?
The products, are they available, readily available in the market, regardless of the volumes?
Yes, we have had people sign up in Kenya. Most of them have been customers, and they're very happy customers.
Okay, and how many distributors do you have at the moment in Kenya?
I would say half a dozen.
Okay, so it's a good time for us to come in, I guess.
It's not a good time, it's a fantastic time.
Okay, and in terms of the price controls, am I at liberty to sell at whatever amount, or is it regulated?
Okay, one of the advantages of being pioneering is in Kenya it won't be regulated until we launch there officially. So we can coach you amongst that, but right now you can do whatever you want with regards to that.
Okay, but my personal preference would be regulated so that we don't have people undercutting or marking it up too high.
Well, that would be, so you know, we will. There is a set price that we'll set, but like anywhere globally, they can't go below that. But they can go. They can sell it as much as they want.
Okay. And in terms of that's clear. In terms of advertising, is there like adverts that we can use? Is there something that we can run with on the ground? Brochures? Are we at liberty to? So, for instance, if I have a website, am I at liberty to put the products up there? Are there any branding guidelines or regulations?
Yes, there is. One of the great aspects is that we have all the tools and developing more tools. So you can tap into the system. You know, Dalabor's got in a great internet system. You know that you don't even have to do it yourself. It's already developed for you.
Okay, perfect. And I'm assuming if there's any training that's going to be done, Jackie and John can train us on that. If there's any further training that needs to be done.
Oh, there's incredible amount of training that we have. Okay, so for example, okay, if you go to steamteam.ca, okay, this is our global training site. Okay. All right, so when I log into the site here, you can see it's very easy navigated. Okay, so all the training can be accessed under first 90 days. So there's a getting started training and several other trainings, you know, are done there. You know, tools that people for their getting started, right? You can also for training, we got global ambassador tips, webinar training. Right over here, you got prospecting training, for example. All the little things that I did to develop my own local market and global, you know?
Okay. That's
so
quite thorough.
Lots of training. Here's the different languages, right? That we've got set up. Okay, so the whole template is built where you can learn, and you know, repetition is the mother of skill. The more you listen to something and watch, and then you implement, it becomes yours. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, right. Okay, so and that requires after.
we're preparing a business plan with Jackie and John and the rest as we come in, where we start
Yes.
to implement live trainings, in our future events,
Okay. Okay.
Okay? And this is the first step within Jackie's and John's organization.
Okay.
Okay?
I think I'm good. So this is the training is accessible to us within the first 90 days, after which we will not be able to access it.
No, this is just the heading.
Okay.
Everyone has access to all of everything on the site.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I get it. I get it.
for example, guys, you can go to Prospecting Tools, right?
Mhm.
You
Okay.
can download these postcards to develop for yourself and hand them out, right?
Mhm.
For example, this is one of the tools,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
Learn how you, right? Learn how these are, this is front page and back page. We can actually, we have one that can be catered to the African market with people with darker skin, right? Other prospecting tools, you can download, a business page summary sheets. It's all the bullets of NHT,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah,
people
right. I
can,
can see that.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
And there's something you've said which I think is important, which is customizing any communication material to fit into the market. Because
Yes.
as much as
So
we
for
know,
example,
yes,
those postcards. Yeah, those postcards is we can do that. All I have to do is just change a picture.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello,
Yes, go ahead.
this is Michael.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
Fine, thank you, Joe. Thank you for the time you've given us to train this. I'd just like to ask when it is, how soon does one get started?
How soon do we get started now? You can get started right now. So connect with Jackie and Dalibor. They'll help you sign up. It's a very easy process. You sign up online, right? And we're ready to go. Within 2 minutes, you get your website, your online source set up.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So it's important to understand, Michael. Then they can help you with a business plan. So we can start to explode the local market there in Nairobi. Okay.
Sure. Very important.
Yes. Okay. So just so you guys understand, right? The publicly traded side really is important for one purpose. As business people, you understand that this company's solid financially, over $100 million in the bank, 15 years. So Africans need to know, wow, this is a big company launching here. This is not a fly-by-night operation. This is not a operation that's owned by one person, crazy guy or whatever. This is an operation that wherever we go, we create magic, right?
Sure.
So this is the actual corporate site of the publicly traded company, NHTC. So if you look at press releases, right, they're all here. Everything can be seen what the company's done in the last number of years, So for example, fourth quarter increase 108%, fourth quarter net income 14 million, full year revenue increase 113%. Everything's there, right?
Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Fortune magazine link.
Yeah, I think this gives it even more credibility.
Yeah. So you look, number 2 is natural health trends, and you see Facebook is number 10, right? So.
True.
Right. So that also gives you a lot of credibility. That's what people are looking for. What you're saying isn't true, right? Because you know as well as I do, when you're a privately held company, you can say how great you are, what you've done, but you can't prove it because you don't have your statistics. or financials out for everybody to see, right? You're only hearing it from from someone who's selling you a dream. Here, we're selling you a dream, but we can back it up. It's very critical to understand that. Okay? So not only we have the global infrastructure, we've got the back end with the company, we've got the global infra training, right? We've got these systems in place. Dalibor, what's your site offhand? So Dalibor set up for his team only a complete internet system, right? So you have the opportunity to have something like this, and you also he has training built in the back end on there, right? Okay, so this is all set up for you to help you grow your business.
Okay.
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 Great. Well, guys, Michael, looking forward to working with you.
Me too. Thank you.
Ellen and everyone else that is going to be watching this in the future. I'm sending great energy all your way, and I hope you really see the big potential and the opportunity here. Again, just keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. You know, we're not great because of the company. We're great because of the people, right? And one of the things I'm excited about Kenya is, you know, when I've traveled the world and I've opened up all these markets, they weren't opened up by me. You know, they were opened up because we attracted the right leadership. And because of Jack and John, I know we have the right leadership there. They have got some experience. They're successful business-wise. They're committed. They're people of integrity. And Michael, you sound like the same type of person. You know, when you have people like this, incredible things start to happen, right? So, yeah. Backed by our experience, you know, in Dalibor, you know, watch what happens. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, Happy New Year, even though it's in February. And God bless to all of you, okay? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.